Hey guys, it's me, Katie B, and today I'm going to be reviewing Physik, the third book in the Septimus Heap series by Angie. I'll read you the synopsis now and then I'll give my review. When Silas Heap unseals a forgotten room in the palace, he releases the ghost of a queen who lived 500 years earlier. Queen Etheldreda is as awful in death as she was in life, and she's still up to no good. Her diabolical plan to give herself everlasting life requires Jenna's compliance, Septimus's disappearance, and the talents of her son, Marcellus Pye, a famous alchemist and physician. And if Queen Etheldreda's plot involves Jenna and Septimus, then it will surely involve Nico, Althamella, Marcia Overstrand, Beetle, Stanley, Sarah, Silas, Spitfire, Aunt Zelda, and all of the other wacky, wonderful characters that made magic and flight so memorable. Well, for me, this book was a bit of a downturn after Magic and Flight. I really enjoyed those two books, but this one didn't quite hit me as much as those two did. As I mentioned in my previous review of Flight, there are some books in a series that don't quite live up to the expectations of the previous books, like the second Harry Potter, the second one in the Time Rider series, and this book was that one for the Septimus Heap series. There was just something untangible about it that I didn't quite like. It was still a good book. It was still enjoyable. It didn't stop me from going and getting Quest, which is the next book. It's still a brilliant series. Don't get me wrong, it didn't put me off or anything. It wasn't quite as good as the previous two books in the series, which kind of made it a little bit more forgettable than the other two for me, personally. It's still got 5-star, 4-star reviews on Amazon and Goodreads, which kind of goes to show that it's still a good book in the series, but this is just my opinion that it wasn't quite hitting the mark where it should have been. It's still got all the wonderful features like the maps at the beginning, much like all the other books in the series. I'll show you the one that they've got in this one. They're all different, if you notice, and they've still got the end bits at the end where you kind of learn learn more about the characters and what they've been up to. So there's still bits at the end that isn't quite part of the story, and obviously the covers for the old style covers are still quite nice. But it just wasn't quite hitting the mark for me in terms of the overall story. I'll put the links for you down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!